Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Assured Partners, Boy Scouts of America, Edward Jones, Agent Zach Wall, Embers Retirement Community, Honest Heating and Cooling, Jensen Ford, Legends American Grill, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown Community College, McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, Pence Appliance and TV, Wayward Social, Zeno's, Wandering Creek, Wells Fargo Advisors, Laurel Diesel Services, Calvin Rocket, your Marshalltown Hy-Vee, Central State Bank. To tip-off on your home for the Bobcats, KFJB-TV.
Welcome to the Roundhouse Bobcats Railsplitters tonight on KFJB-TV. I'm Brandon Lewis. Dylan Doe's alongside me. We welcome you into our coverage here tonight. Keith Stewart, Jesse DeMeyer on camera, our producer on site, Zach Tomish, as Jeff Brooks is our producer back at the radio studios tonight. Got a good one inside the Roundhouse, a matchup between these two teams who met twice last year. One in postseason play in Class 4A7. The Railsplitters took down the Bobcats in postseason play. They went on to lose to Waukee Northwest, but this is a much different Railsplitter team here in 2023. The likes of Treveri Cavill and others are gone.
Well, and yeah, that's the big one is Treveri Cavill. He was a starting point guard his freshman year. 3 years as a starter at Lincoln, he was Mr. Everything. Average over 20 points, really one of the premier point guards in Central Iowa. He's now a starter with Johnston, leading them in scoring. Marshalltown fans know something about helping the Johnston starting lineup. But tonight, it's a little bit more junior-led between Demarius and Charlie Fry for them. I'm intrigued. They don't shoot the three as much as they have in the past, and it's going to be much more inside. Bobcats are different as well. Coming off a road win, seems to be a ton of renewed energy with Trey Brooks back in the starting position, back at the one. I think it's going to be a great time in the battle of the field houses, basically.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a lot better ball movement, too, on Friday night just because Trayshawn Brooks was in there and people looked a little more comfortable in their roles.
You know, when you put the domino in the right position and when you knock that domino over, everything kind of falls into place. Trey Brooks was electric. 18 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Everything flowed out of him. There were wide open shots. Carter Giannetto off the pass took it to the rack a few times. He looked a lot more comfortable. The offense looked better for a team that was struggled to get out of the 30s, put almost 70 on Mason City on the road. I thought Trey made everything go.
Well, buckle up, get your popcorn ready. We got a good one here tonight inside the Roundhouse. Bonus girls coverage is coming up next. This is Bobcat basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV. Welcome in to Bobcat Live. We are inside Rosie's at Wayward Social. Coming up around the corner, we will get our scouting report on the Lincoln boys. Plus, we will preview what's going on around the Iowa Alliance Conference tonight. Welcome back inside the Roundhouse. Brandon Lewis, Dylan Jones alongside me. Bonus girls coverage from inside the Roundhouse tonight. Currently, the Bobcat ladies winning by 6. It's 27-21, 1:39 to go in the third quarter as the Bobcats have the ball after a Lincoln turnover. But Bobcats looking pretty good here tonight.
Yeah, watching this game, they were up 18-16 at half, but I really think from a backcourt, it's been the strongest game I've watched them play between Amara Johnson and Kinsley Bowie. The backcourt's really come to play. Along with the front line, Georgia Jansen in specific has been fantastic.
How about that? Kinsley Bowie with another 3. She's already hit one tonight. Now the Bobcats have a 9-point lead with 1:10 to go in the third quarter as Lincoln will bring it up the court from right to left. And a 3 to try to answer. No go right there. Tejada tried to get the rebound, not able to get to it. Bowie on a breakaway. It's a 2-on-1 layup. Bowie missed it, but following was Georgia Jansen, and it's poked out of bounds last by the Lincoln Railsplitters. Will stay with the Bobcats. And just under a minute to go now inside the Roundhouse. Third quarter action here on KFJB-TV. You're watching Bonus Bobcat Girls Basketball and listening to Bonus Bobcat Girls Basketball on KFJB AM 93.9 FM. 5 seconds, the call on the inbound. Bobcats could not quite find anybody to get it into it. And we'll see if the Bobcats can get it going here defensively.
Yeah, Kinsley's got to use the timeout on that. She saw nobody open.
And that one last touch by, they say Lincoln. I thought Long. Yeah, there we go. They correct the call.
Yeah, and it's been really interesting. Frankie Long, the freshman, averaging over 11 rebounds. Lincoln has shown size inside there with Carlius Julius at 6'3", but Long's done a good job on her tonight.
So foul comes in on Lincoln. Stonehocker, the sophomore.
One thing you talked about, Kinsley Bowie just hit that 3. Bobcats had made 4.
Now the Bobcats turn it over.
Bobcats have made 4 threes all year long. Tonight they have 3. Freshman Amara Johnson started for the Bobcats with Millie Heitman out with that knee injury. So the Bobcats have been able to stretch the defense a little bit more than they have at any point this year.
Get it inside of the paint, and Long will have to guard. Turnaround jumper for Lincoln does not go. And Bobcats come away with the basketball after that shot missed by Carly Julius.
She had been real effective early in the first quarter, but Frankie Long's been good late.
Amara, baseline floater, no good. Long with a rebound, putback, can't get it to go. Long still on the deck. Here come the Lincoln Railsplitters in transition at the end of the third quarter. Shot Long, it is no good off the glass. And 30-21, 8 minutes to go inside the Roundhouse in the girls' game. We'll take a timeout. Bobcats up by 9 on KFJB and KFJB-TV. Pushed out of the pocket. Barker is chasing him. Can he get to him? Wade throws late over the middle field. Is it picked? Do the Bobcats have it? Yeah, they do! Bobcats find themselves up 9 as we head to the fourth quarter. As the Bobcats looking for their 3rd win of the season, that would tie last year's total wins.
We talked about this in the offseason, but even as the season's gone away, this is a much better team. I think you'll continue to see wins grow as the backcourt gets better and better. Right now our front court's outpacing production of our backcourt, but as that gets stronger and stronger, I think we'll see some wins stack. This Lincoln team is 2-3, but both their wins are in the Iowa Alliance South. They sit at 2-0 in conference play.
Really feel like with the opponents that are on the schedule this year, this is a Bobcat team that has a chance to get to the 10-win total, which they have not done in program history in the last 15 years. And so it's a long time coming for girls basketball to get themselves, at least 500 to end the regular season, which that would be a big deal here. Especially with a team loaded full of sophomores and freshmen.
Yeah, and really one of the big keys for that is the lone junior out there. Ella Hughes has been really good all year long.
Yeah.
And I think that leadership she's brought to the table not so much verbally, but just how aggressive she is on the offensive and defensive ends is a big win for this Bobcat ladies team.
Georgia Jansen, baseline drive, lets it fly down at the left block. It's strong, and Lincoln will come away with the ball that does not draw iron. Minute gone in the fourth quarter, 30-21. Bobcats with that 9-point lead. Right block, almost a travel, but it's going to be a bailout call here. 2 shots coming, a shooting foul, as Carly Julius was guarded by Ellie Hughes, and that will be the foul.
Carly Julius isn't incredibly quick, but she is skilled, and she's also 6'3". That's a big, tall task for Ellie Hughes to take on. Julius was patient there, able to get to the line, see if they can carve into this 9-point Bobcat lead.
Julius at 6'3", stands at the line, and the first free throw is off the front.
I really think she doesn't know that the free throw line is 2 feet ahead. She's playing She's playing off the gold line.
Okay.
She really thinks she's at the free throw line.
Yeah, I think the officials were going to help out. They did not.
She's got a wry smile on, and there it goes in. But yeah, with those volleyball lines and everything, that definitely can play with your eyes there, especially if you're on the road.
Back to 8 for Lincoln. Mora high points the basketball, dribbles in, loses it off of her feet, out of bounds, and turnover Bobcats. That's been one thing. The ball control here tonight at times has been a little bit suspect, but I just think, again, with more playing time for a lot of these ladies, it will just mount to a difference over the time.
Yeah, Mora got a start tonight as well. Haven't seen her really start recently, but I think she's given some good minutes regardless of that turnover she just had there.
Martinez brought it up court. Now they get it over the left wing. 3, hangs off the right side. Hughes scrambles for the rebound. It was touched on the baseline. It will stay with the Railsplitters. Gotcha. With the left wing 3 was no good. And now they'll look to inbound, and they'll get it into Jade Harris. Harris lets it fly from the right wing, no good. Hughes with the rebound as it falls off the right side of the iron. Amira Johnson goes all the way, coast to coast, puts it in for 2.
She's in
Bobcats
double
back
digits.
To a 10-point lead.
She's in double digits, getting it out of that point guard. Liera Martinez, number 1, is leading scorer for the Railsplitters. But
3 seconds in the paint called on Carly Julius.
Carly Julius has been the dominant player. You see Amara Johnson just going straight to the rack, getting the roll off the rim for 2 of her game-high 10 points.
5:47 to go in the basketball game. 10-point lead for the Bobcats, 32-22. We step aside. Timeout on the floor on KFJB-TV. 32-22 our score in the girls' game. Guys, getting ready to go for the second half of action tonight in Marshalltown. Railsplitters, Bobcats, girls' game. Timeout taken by the Bobcats. Georgia Jansen gets the inbounds, brings it up to the free throw line, lost it, gets it to Frankie Long for 2, and the Bobcats are up by 12 with 5.5 minutes to go.
If you're going to lose it, not bad if it's going to Frankie Long there.
No.
Georgia Jansen has done a nice job of picking her way through the lane all night long. Frankie Long there to make up for the mistake.
Stonehawker fed it out to the top. Shot comes in, and it is no good as it does not draw iron, and that one will be back to the Bobcats. We do have a scoreboard update. Let's get a real quick one in here, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Dylan?
Thank you, Brooksy. And I feel like these are a little pointed. Just the East Marshall, West Marshall scores. AGWSR up 57-28 with 5 minutes to go. West Marshall defeats South Hamilton 51-41. And then one other final. Ames beats Des Moines Roosevelt 43-37.
We're at the top of the key. Over to Bowie, right wing. Bobcats leading 34-22. 5 minutes to go inside the roundhouse. Ellie Hughes, long two from the near side corner, no good. Rebound brought out by the Lincoln Railsplitters, and a blocking foul on Moore is going to be called up the far side as Martina was bringing it up the floor. Bobcats first of the fourth, third overall on the night by Mora. She'll check out. Georgia Jansen's back in for her.
I really like the energy she's brought this year. Didn't play much last year, but as she's played this year, she knows she gets the mission, she gets the calling she's supposed to have, and has done a nice job in that role.
Look at Georgia Jansen right there, just challenging that ball out high. I just love the more aggressiveness, decisiveness from some of these players. Yep. Lincoln loses the ball, Long rips it away, clears it out to Ellie Hughes. Numbers going back in transition, travel Hughes. Turnover Bobcats. They got going a little too fast for everything to develop right there.
Yeah, Corlin Brown, seemingly Ellie Hughes thought she came out of nowhere. I don't think she saw the freshman, number 23. You'd like to see the Bobcats finish strong here, up a dozen right now. Can they continue to lock down defensively?
Dominique Shirley, head coach for the Railsplitter ladies, looks on as they get the ball into the paint. Blocking foul. He's going to be called on Frankie Long for the Bobcats. That'll be her third of the night, third of the fourth quarter. Lincoln down high over the right wing, stolen away by Mora. Breakaway for her on the right side of the bucket, puts up the shot, shooting foul's going to be called. Can't get the layup to fall with 4:10, fourth quarter. Bobcats looking to add to that 12-point lead as Mora will head to the line.
Yeah, that's Mora's second steal going coast to coast there. Like we said, a bit of a spark
Amara Johnson right there on the
I love it. Yeah, they both are kind of those dog guards, smaller but quick.
Got that dog in her.
That's right. But I was just looking out there on that defense. Bank is open late for the Bobcats.
First bucket of the night for Mora as we check out the replay on KFJB-TV. Just getting that ball away.
Coach Murphy talks a lot about how the defensive intensity just has continued to ratchet up. This is the best defensive Bobcat team in a while.
Frankie Long ripping away the rebound, forcing a jump ball. Possession arrow is with the Railsplitters, so it'll be back to the Railsplitters. Some call them the Railcats, up 35-22 with 4 minutes to go in the game.
They'll always be the Railcats to me. But one of the things
that would be classic.
It
right?
would be. It would be.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll change it.
Three from out high. Rebound Bowie. Shot was no good by the Railsplitters.
For
Amara Johnson with the handoff gets it from Bowie. What were you going to say?
I was going to say.
Travel Bobcats. Amara Johnson turnover. Yeah. Yeah, the feet just kept going. Must be slick. Hey, let's get Butch out there to wax off the court over there or something.
That's right. In between songs he's playing and get that out there.
He's always got the good ones, I hear.
But as Bobcat fans, as you're out there, just look. Frankie Long and Amara Johnson are two freshmen that started here tonight that are out here in crunch minutes, not just out there, but making big plays.
Well, a reaching foul is going to be called on Amara Johnson. I like that foul, though, as Julius was a little timid with the drive down to the left block, and Amara Johnson just said, give me that thing, and then Julius got it back. And Amara Johnson picks up her fourth foul of the night. Left block, long guards, got in her eye, and Julius can't hit on the jumper from inside. And now Mora will travel again as Martinez got a little bit in her grill. And baseline left side. Lincoln will have it with 3:23 to go in the game.
And not to self-scout, but if I were the Railsplitters, really where the Bobcats have struggled this year, as they make a 2 to make it 11-point lead.
Stonehawker for 2 at the line. Made that one.
Is the guard
behind
play.
you? Behind you. Got to tuck. I thought she was going to get it taken away from behind. That is the one thing I noticed, though.
Yeah, it's the guard.
High school level with the players sneaking in from behind.
Yep.
You got to let them know.
And I think a lot of that is, yes, ball handling, but there's not as much communication at the lower levels. People aren't as vocal. You've got to speak it out there as Frankie Long picks up another foul.
Yeah, Stonehawker got the handoff at the free throw line from Julius. And 2 shots on the shooting foul. 4th of the night for Long.
And it's the 5th foul of the quarter, so it'll be 2 shots regardless if it's a shooting foul or not for the Railsplitters the rest of the way.
And the free throw will rattle in. Back to a 10-point game. I think the Bobcats just need the time to expire, because if you get some ladies out with the free throw trouble they are in, could be a long night for them.
I like this timeout by Coach Brian Murphy.
We'll take it with them. 2:52 to go in the girls' game. 35-25. Cats on top of the Railsplitters on KFJB-TV. Pushed out of the pocket. Barker is chasing him. Can he get to him? Wade throws late over the middle field. Is it picked? Do the Bobcats have it? Yeah, they do! Stonehawker at the line for the second free throw as Brian Murphy called a timeout in between free throws. 10-point game, 2:52 to go in the basketball game, and it will stay a 10-point game with the Bobcats leading. Rebound Bowie at the free throw stripe after the missed free throw by Stonehawker. Splits him at the line. Amara Johnson up court. Boy, she slips. There's something slick over there on that far side of the floor. We've seen a couple ladies fall.
Yep.
It is Hawaiian night, so I don't know if somebody's splashing around over there. What's going on?
I was watching the in-season tournament final Saturday night with the Lakers and the Pacers, and the moment somebody fell, there was a kid that would sprint out within a second to wipe it up, and that kid is not here in Marshalltown tonight.
Jansen with the ball out high. She lost it, and a jump ball is going to be called. Positioner with the Bobcats. 2:31 to go in the basketball game. 10-point lead for the Bobcats. They'll keep it in the front court. Just 15 seconds on the shot clock.
This is where the guards just have to own it. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to be assertive and effective. And there, nice play by Tanya Mora.
And a reach in by Martina. She does not like the call. It is her 4th of the night.
Yeah, she picked up 3 within halfway through that second quarter, being, I believe, leading scorer for the Railsplitters. They really missed her energy.
Mora gets the ball with that shot clock reset, and a reach-in foul is going to be called. That'll be the 3rd on Lincoln here in the 4th. Reach-in foul comes in on Corlin Brown.
That's the freshman's 5th.
Yeah, wow.
This is a big one where we were bailed out there because it was very close to another tie-up. And this is where the Bobcats really, when it becomes a guards game, they're definitely going to have to make strides here.
Jansen, right wing, gets a feed from Ellie Hughes, and a shooting foul is going to be called. A tie-up down on the right block. Was that Stonehawker who commits the foul? If so, I believe, that's going to be her 3rd of the night as well. Both teams with foul trouble. We got a late one here tonight, Dylan.
Yeah, we're going to be ringing in the new year right here.
Georgia Jansen makes the free throw, extends the Bobcat lead to 11.
But it's always worth sticking around a little bit extra if we're going to see a Bobcat victory.
Mm-hmm. How about that missed free throw? Put back by Long. She got the rebound, no good, out of bounds. Last touch by the Bobcats. Or are they keeping it with the, was it off the Railsplitters?
It was
all
off.
right. Baseline right side.
Yeah, it was off Julius. When Ellie got to it, it had already gone out of bounds.
Mora looking, and she'll toss it up to Hughes. Top of the key, back to Mora, near side corner. Dribbles out, left wing to the free throw line. Kicks to Georgia Jansen, fakes the shot. Runner down in the paint. Shot's no good. Long slaps it out of bounds. Back to Lincoln with 2:04 to go in the game. This has been the longest 20 seconds of the game.
Yes, yes, it has. One of the things is you look at this game, Bobcats gave up 9 points in that first quarter. They've given up 9 points in the second half. A really good defensive effort by your Lady Bobcat. That's a hook.
Martinez flies into the paint. Julius rebound, put back. Shot's no good, but she'll go to line for 2. Under 2 to go.
You don't have a dinner reservation anywhere here tonight.
Luckily we ate before the game, or else I'd be missing it tonight.
That's right.
I don't know any place that's open after 10 in Marshalltown.
There isn't much.
Or on a Monday.
No.
Just facts, bro.
So if you want to know how long my Tuesday's going,
okay.
This afternoon I'm in the office. I go, well, tomorrow's Friday. And then I was like, oh, no. Nothing worse than thinking tomorrow's a Friday on a Tuesday.
Yeah. Julius rattles them both in, and it's back to 9 with 1:50 to go in the game. Amara Johnson inbounds up court. Tamoro's over the timeline, spins around up towards center court logo. Back to Bowie, dribbles out.
Really nice job by the Bobcats to get past that pressure.
Bounce pass to Mora. She has it right wing. Back to Amara Johnson at the top of the key. She drives, leaves it off to Mora. Mora drives, kicks back to Amara Johnson. 3. Come up short. Caught by Julius. Up court quickly. Martinez 3 to try to get him back in it. It skims off the iron. Clear out, jumper. It's good from the near side by Ochoa. And Ochoa cuts it down to 7 with 1:08 to go in the game. Cats, a little bit of trouble.
Ropes. And this is, they're going to have to make plays. This is kind of where they're at, is they had that 12-point lead. We even talked about kind of wanting that. You see Millie Heitman there in the red hoodie. That's where you want that sophomore guard, just another experienced player out there. But
she had a knee injury the other night.
Yeah, she's just seems part of that. What we were told, part of her just growing so quickly is the legs trying to catch up with her, and she hyperextended her knee in practice. And just a little bit sore. Very quickly, you could tell Friday night it wasn't her night. I think she played about a minute and a half.
Yeah.
And tonight
didn't look comfortable in warm-ups either. No. So 1:08 to go in the basketball game, 36-29. What are you telling the Bobcat ladies right now for your head coach, Brian Murphy?
What I am saying is just keep your calm. When you get it in, trust your pass. You've got to get it past half court, and then look to score. You don't want to rush a shot, but you are going to have to score at some point.
Keith is mixing it up down there.
He is. Keith is always trying to do better.
He's really the man of the people.
He is. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, Julius almost sneaks one away for the Bobcats. Bobcats have to get it over the timeline. Timeout called first. That was going to be a backcourt violation.
They're going to call it a 10-second.
Okay,
They're saying
so no
there
timeout.
wasn't a change of possession.
Okay.
This is really, Bobcats are going to have to lock down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Easy inbounds pass. Layup, right side, no good. Julius, put back. That does not go, and Julius, not happy. She will go to the line for 2. Do you think if the Julius family wins anything, they get an orange Julius? Or do you think they have some stock in orange Julius?
They should. An orange Julius is tremendous.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm thinking about right now is an orange Julius.
I wasn't, now I am. Oh, but as she makes that first, it's down a 2-possession game.
And now it's down to 5-point lead for the Bobcats. 51 seconds to go. Bobcats not in a familiar situation. Bad turnover. That was a travel.
She walked terribly.
Oh, 3 from nowhere. Martinez off the mark. Rebound by Hughes. She's going to be fouled, and I believe that's going to be Julius, and that will be her 4th, I believe, of the night.
Oh, my goodness. There was a clear walk, and Martinez shot it from about 35 feet.
They put it on Leah Ochoa. So her second. I thought Julius was going to pick up the foul. And never mind. Julius only has 1. I was thinking she had 4 already. 3 or 4.
She's drawn about 10 fouls here tonight.
Yeah, that's for sure. Hughes at the line for 2, and the first one will rattle in. That's a big made free throw for the Bobcats. Puts them up back by 2 3-pointers. 43 seconds to go inside the roundhouse. Bobcat ladies trying to go back to
3 and 4.
3 and 4, yeah. Missed free throw, and they're going to say it's off Lincoln, yeah.
They call that a travel.
So turnover. Tejada checks back in for the Bobcats. Bowie inbounds Jansen. Jansen right wing. Bounce pass up to Amara Johnson. Top of the key. Reaching in. They're going to call a foul. Whew. A lot of fouls tonight.
And most specifically here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
This we're
going to be about 2 hours late for the boys' game, I think.
That's
at this
right.
pace. Samara Johnson at the line for 2 free throws. And the freshman will put in the first free throw. She has 11, leading the Cats right now.
She is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
I feel about the most confident with the ball in her hands late in this game.
Second free throw, no good, but it is a 7-point lead. 3-possession game. Lincoln almost threw it out of bounds to get it back. Threes off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound brought in, and Lincoln will have it poked out of bounds as Stonehawker initially brought in the rebound. It'll be Lincoln basketball right in front of their own bench near sideline. 22 seconds to go inside the roundhouse, 38-31. Bobcats with that 7-point lead. Sarah Johnson steals the inbounds pass, but it's out of bounds on the sideline. Boy, she is so quick. She's got those, what do they call it, fast twitch muscles, to be able to
twitch.
Yeah, quick twitch to make those good reactions. Jansen reaches in. I think that's going to be a foul. The Bobcats potentially no foul. All right, just out of bounds. 19 seconds to go.
Bobcats have done a nice job. Ochoa has 9 tonight, but she averages 17 a game.
And the Bobcats get the steal. Bowie up to Mora. Wise play. She slows it down. Lincoln is trying to foul. They cannot get it, and I think that's going to do it. Bobcats will get their 3rd win of the year as the Railsplitters drop to 2-4. And the Bobcats go to 3-4 with a win on their home floor tonight. And they tie the amount of wins they had last year already. Big win tonight for the Bobcats on their home floor to finish out. Things got a little hairy late, but they closed it out.
They did. They got a little too close for comfort, but the Bobcats were able to make enough plays in the last minutes. I really thought defensively was big. Ochoa, their leading scorer, averaging 17 points a game, had 9 tonight. Liera Martinez, their second leading scorer at 9 points a game, had 0 tonight. Bobcats really did a nice job locking it in defensively, and they did enough offensively, led by freshman point guard Amara Johnson's 11 points, to seal their 3rd win of the year.
Yeah, big. Also momentum booster, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because Coach Murphy, he's been grinding past few years just trying to keep everyone positive, keep everything. But, when you start to feel those wins coming like this, that's a really good feeling. It's kind of a relief, right?
Oh, it's a huge relief. So you look at Friday night, that's going to be a tough game. Fort Dodge ladies are always good. That's actually Lincoln, their loss this year is to the Fort Dodge girls. But then you get Des Moines East Tuesday. It's just another momentum. They played pretty well defensively against Mason City, but now you're getting some rhythm. And winning isn't, I wish we could down the road as it's been the last few years. It's like, no, there's an expectation to win. They expect to get 4 or 5 wins by the time Christmas comes around.
And here comes Mike Apple and the Marshalltown Bobcats onto the floor. on a Super Tuesday. We'll get you ready to go for the guys' game coming up next right here on the Countdown to Tip-Off on KFJB-TV.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
It's Adventure On for Marshalltown Scouting. Adventures like backpacking, ziplining, rock climbing, canoeing, swimming, and more. Survival skills for a Scout's greatest adventure, life. Scouts give back to the community. Marshalltown Scouts have provided over 1 million hours of service to our community in our 70-plus year history. Scout leaders are highly trained in SCREAM. Parents are a huge part of Scouting, too. Scouting provides unique opportunities available nowhere else. To learn more about Scouting in Marshalltown, go to iascouts.org. Adventure On.
Counting you down to tip-off in the boys' game as the Lincoln Railsplitters come in at 2-1. Bobcats are 1-4 after a opening road trip to Mason City on Friday nights. Well, opening win, I guess you could say. First win of the season. I tried to make it difficult on myself there, Dylan. Anyway, first win of the season on the road Friday night. Let's look around the conference in the Conference of Champions, the Iowa Lions. What's going on tonight?
Well, we've got Roosevelt has traveled to the other side of Highway 30. They are playing Ames tonight. Then it's the Battle of the East, no East Germany.
Oh.
But there is Des Moines East is taking on Waterloo East. Mount Vernon's at South Tama. AGWSR is at East Marshall. West Marshall's on the road against South Hamilton. Gladbrook Rhinebeck versus South Hardin. And then Grundy Center is traveling down to BCLUW. Comets looking for their first win on the year.
Yeah, good action around Central Iowa tonight. We'll keep you up to date throughout the night with our Central State Bank scoreboard updates thanks to Jeff Brooks back at the KFJB-TV radio studios. Coming up, we'll get a scouting report on the Lincoln Railsplitters, who come in at 2-1 behind head coach Connor Keanu. First year for him as their former head coach went over down to Dowling as he's the head coach over there, Justin Enerson. This is the Countdown to Tip-Off. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
This is Lindsay, Director of the Embers Retirement Community in Marshalltown. The holidays are a very special time at the Embers. We decorate the common areas with beautiful, festive decorations. Our residents personalize their apartments with their own decorations too. Family members from around the area and the country come to visit their loved ones. It's a fun time of the year, full of warmth. This time next year, you could be decorating your own apartment. Wishing you a safe and Merry Christmas from the Embers Retirement Community.
Marshalltown and Des Moines Lincoln matchup tonight on a Super Tuesday in the Iowa Lions Conference on KFJB-TV. Time for a scouting report real quick on the Lincoln Railsplitters. Dylan.
Yeah, the Lincoln Railsplitters, the team that we've known for the last 3 years, they're still maroon and gold, but the team looks a lot different. Treveri Cavill, again, averaging 16 points a game this year, but in a Johnson Dragons uniform. This year, it's going to come down to a couple of juniors. They have Demarius Parker and Charlie Fry. Both have really paced Lincoln in their 2 wins against Des Moines East and Fort Dodge, but also their lone loss against Des Moines Hoover Friday night. But really what I expect from this Lincoln team is to continue to get the ball inside. They're going to look at Charlie Fry's great on the boards, especially the offensive boards, averaging 5 offensive boards a game. And looking at Demarius Parker as well to be able to supplement that scoring. On defense, don't be surprised if you see Lincoln extend that pressure to try to get this game a little bit higher pace. But again, you miss out on an all-state type point guard, and you have to replace that. You become a new team overnight. But I anticipate a real good game here tonight.
Yeah, it should be a good one between the Railsplitters and the Bobcats coming up here on KFJB-TV. When we come back, we will visit with head coach Mike Apple. This is the countdown to tip-off on KFJB-TV.
My furnace from 1990 is kind of like my husband. Doesn't perform very well, but I'd rather fix it than replace it.
Like you, Honest Heating and Cooling would rather repair your furnace or AC. We take the time to diagnose the issue and do everything possible to restore it before recommending a new one. Repair, restore. That's Honest. Serving Marshalltown and around. Honest Heating and Cooling. Your Amana dealer. America's brand for comfort. Honest Heating and Cooling.
Since 1967, Jensen Ford Lincoln has served generations of families around central Iowa. Quality vehicles, professional service, knowledge of our product, that's a part of Jensen. But what's more important to us is a trust that is passed down from every previous generation. Jensen Ford Lincoln wants to serve your family for generations. We want to be there for your first car. We want to be there for your family SUV. And we want to see you drive away in the Mustang you always dreamed of. At Jensen, we want to be here for you now and every mile along the way.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to Marshalltown.org.
This is Brady from Legends American Grill. The holiday season is upon us, and it's time to book your company or family get-togethers today. Legends has 2 private party rooms available to help ease with the stress and make your party a success. We even offer party package deals and banquet options to help with your planning process. Call Legends at 641-752-1237 and book your party today. Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse.
Welcome back into the countdown to tip-off right here on KFJB-TV. Our pregame chat with head coach Mike Apple brought to you by Exterior Plus. Home remodeling, building relationships, one customer at a time. Bobcats coming off a 66-64 victory on Friday night on the road at Mason City. Trayshawn Brooks in his return to the starting lineup, 18 points. He was our player of the game. Just dispersed the ball really well in that game and scored it. Made a bunch of really crucial free throws down the line. I mean, could you ask for any better of a return to the starting lineup?
Yeah, it's huge, obviously, for our team, and he does so much for us, you know, not just scoring the ball, being able to facilitate it. You know, I think he had 6 assists that game, being able to rebound, another guy that can rebound the ball. So just big for us to have him back and healthy and in the rotation and starting for us.
Speaking of that rotation and kind of getting guys in their spots, Carter Giannetto, a little bit of a breakout game for him this year. We saw Kyle Smith continue his dominance. He got some open looks because he got some feeds, and it just seemed like the floor was a little more wide open than we've seen this year.
Yeah, it is, you know, and that has a huge part to do with Trey being able to drive to the rim. That sucks the defense in. We got a lot of guys that can shoot it well. And, you know, Carter has the ability to do that too, you know, and drive it and get to the rim. But just having another guy that can do that is huge for us.
I know Rogelio Serra rolled his ankle, but he came up late in that game with a huge rebound, got it to Carter Giannetto. He made a free throw, you know, and it just seems like Rogelio's doing a lot of that dirty work, kind of an unthankful, you know, position, I guess you could say, out there on the floor.
Yeah, he is. You know, we're asking him to do a lot, obviously, guarding their 5-man most games, and he's usually undersized about every game, so that comes about just playing hard and outworking your man and getting those rebounds. That's huge for us for him him to come back in after he came out and rolled his ankle. And we just, one possession here, man. We need a rebound, and he did that.
Yeah. Lamar Johnson's been out for a little while. He fell really hard against the Newton Cardinals. How's he doing? Is he going to play tonight?
Yeah, he'll be available tonight. He's ready. So it just took a lot. It took about a week for him to kind of get back to where that wasn't bothering him anymore. Yeah.
New coach this year for the Lincoln Railsplitters, your opponent tonight. This was a playoff loss for your team a year ago, 69-60, but a lot gone. Cairo Moore, he graduated. A couple guys have transferred out to Roosevelt, another one to Johnston, and Treveri Cavill, who was a huge scoring threat for the Lincoln Railsplitters. This is a team going through a little bit of adversity right now.
Yeah, and their new coach has done a nice job, just trying to incorporate kind of what he wants to do with a new group of guys, so they play hard, and we got to be ready to match that and give good effort and be ready to go.
And Connor Keanu is the head coach. He's an alum of Lincoln. So are you. Kind of a neat side of things. I always love to see that because it means that, there's a lot of, like you, Bobcat pride or Railsplitter pride in this case.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you come back to where you graduated and you take a lot of pride in what you do and you want to have success.
Key to victory tonight against the Railsplitters.
Well, it goes back to kind of like what I said against Mason City. We got to make sure we value the ball and take care of it, and we got to make sure we keep them out of the paint. They're a very athletic team that has the ability to drive it to the rim, so we got to make sure we pack it in a little bit against them, and close out to their shooters and rebound the ball. That's something we need to continue to improve on, rebounding the basketball, and I challenged our guys, hey, let's have this be a game where we actually beat somebody on the glass and get more offensive rebounds than our opponent.
These two teams, 7-7 versus each other, dating back to 2007. We'll see who gets the 8th one in this rivalry tonight. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, that's head coach Michael Apple. Our pregame chat all brought to you by Exterior Plus Home Remodeling, right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
My name's Lake Schultz. I'm the co-owner of Exterior Plus Home Remodeling. At Exterior Plus, we truly strive to build relationships one customer at a time. And that's why we're the Midwest's #1 choice in full home remodels. Located in Marshalltown, Iowa, as well as Lincoln, Nebraska, we pride ourselves in providing quality service on time, every time. Give us a call for a free inspection and estimate at 844-261-6111. That's 844-261-6111. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
The equity in your home is power. Power to remodel your home. Take a memorable vacation, add a deck or patio. Lennox Employees Credit Union can help you unleash the financial power you possess with a home equity loan. Consolidate debt, fund a student loan, or pay for a wedding. The loan process is easy. See Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Online at lennoxecu.com.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. Quality furniture for every room in your home. Pence Appliance and TV. For sales and service of everything appliance, come see the Pence team. Wayward Social. The place for bowling, games, food, and more. Wells Fargo Advisors. Marshalltown. Sports Plus. Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center. SportsPlusTherapy.com.
Welcome back into the countdown to tip-off here on KFJB-TV. It's the Rails and the Cats tonight. Let's get you tonight's starting lineup, all brought to you by Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown. Let them deliver for you while we deliver you the starting lineup. All right, first up for the Lincoln Railsplitters behind interim head coach Connor Keanu, as he is interim head coach replacing Justin Ederson, who was the head coach last year. He is now at Dowling, and he was a 2013 graduate. Keanu for the Railsplitters. Number 0, Demarius Parker gets the go tonight. 12.3 points per game, 8.3 rebounds per game, and 5'11 junior guard in Demarius Parker. Number 1, Lionel Parks, 6 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, a 6'1 sophomore forward. Takai Amos, number 2, 4 points per game, 2.3 rebounds per game for the 6-foot senior guard. Number 3, Sullivan Suarez Quilty, 8.3 points per game, 3.7 rebounds per game, 5'11 junior and a guard. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Railsplitters tonight, number 34, Charlie Fry, 15 points a game, 7.7 rebounds per game, a 6'2 junior forward. Now for the Marshalltown Bobcats behind head coach Mike Apple, 1-4 on the season. Got their first victory of the season on the road at Mason City on Friday night, 66-64. Assistant coach Brynjar Brynjan said, number 1, Carter Gianetto will get the go tonight. 5'10 senior, committed to play at Simpson next season. A guard, 6.2 points per game, comes off 9 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists against Mason City Friday night. Number 3, Trayshawn Brooks, 9.5 points per game. First game he was available was last Friday night for the starting lineup, but he was available last Tuesday, so a couple games under his belt for the senior, 67% free throw shooter coming in. Number 10, Kyle Smith, a sophomore guard, 6'3", 15.2 points per game. That's 29th best in Class 4A in boys basketball. 18 points, 5 rebounds on Friday night. And right now, Kyle Smith is tied for second in the state in 4 made three-pointers per game. So, yeah, definitely a very good sharp shooter. Number 11, Corey Smith, his brother, will get the start tonight. 4 points per game. His 6'1 senior. And rounding out the lineup for the Cats tonight, number 24, Rahelio Sarin, 6.2 points per game, 3.4 rebounds per game. A 6'1 senior guard having his best career on the floor.
Yeah, I would say Rahelio Sarin, he's got
year of his career, I guess.
Yeah, he's the grit or grind. At the end of that Mason City game, you saw him jaw a little bit with the crowd. They had been him all night, and he wasn't afraid to give it back. That's what you need. He does all the dirty work, but he also hit that big corner 3 against Mason City. Really skilled, saving his best basketball for his senior year.
Starting lineups being announced inside the Roundhouse. Tip-off is next. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Ready to take the next step in your education? Look no further. Marshalltown Community College is your ticket to endless opportunities. Our dedicated faculty and diverse programs are your pathway to success. Whether you're pursuing a career in healthcare, industry, or earning your AA degree, MCC offers the flexibility you need. We provide convenient online classes and locations in Marshalltown and Grinnell. Picture yourself thriving at MCC. Your journey begins now. Discover more at MarshalltownCommunityCollege.com.
Welcome in to Bobcat Live. We are inside Rosie's at Wayward Social. Will take the 3. Boy, that's a pure bucket right there. Welcome back inside the Roundhouse. Yeah, everybody's pumped. It's Hawaiian night, Dylan. Railsplitters and the Cats coming up.
I'm ready for it. Lays all around. We're seeing them all around. It's hot inside. Much better weather than outside. Ready to get a Bobcat victory.
8 on the clock. Here we go. It'll be Lionel Parks to jump off against Corey Smith for the Marshalltown Bobcats. Bobcats in their white tops and bottoms. Maroon for the Railsplitters. They win the opening tip into the backcourt. It goes. And we are underway on a Super Tuesday in the Iowa Alliance tonight on KFJB-TV. Parks dribbles to the right side, gets a feed back as he got it to Sullivan Suarez. Quilty drops down to the right block. No, that's Charlie Fry. At the top of the key, it's Damaris Parker with the ball. Now back to Quilty, left wing. He'll drive, kick, a little give and go. Bobcats poke it away. Brooks has it. No numbers, but the rest break. Boy, that's Rahelio Sarin. Got the feed, and Trey with the dish.
Trey made the defender commit, and Rahelio just running his lane like you learn in 5th grade and gets the easy layup.
Inside, it's stolen away from Fry by Trayshawn Brooks. Fast break again in transition. off the mark with the three. Thought the Bobcats were feeling it there, but an air ball out of bounds. And back to the Railsplitters. Cats leading 2-0, 7:07 in the opening quarter.
Trey with two big plays, a steal and assist, already putting his imprint on the game. Bobcats up 2-0.
Pass thrown away. It will go out of bounds. Trying to save it. It was Quilty on the baseline, out of bounds. Bobcat basketball under 7. Fast start here, to say the least. A little bit of a track meet early on.
They're trying to make up for the marathon that was the first game, make it a track meet here in the second game.
Yeah, that is for sure. They'll drop it inside. Corey Smith puts it on the block. Almost had it stolen away. Back to Giannetto. Now to Trayshawn Brooks. He feeds it back to Giannetto. A drive in. Up high. The floater can't go. Rahelio Sarin with a man rebound right there. He rips it away.
No.
Jump ball. It'll stay with the Bobcats. But, boy, Rahelio looked like he came away with that thing clean. But jump ball. And the Bobcats will retain possession. Brooks will inbound. Baseline left side. Cats leading by 2. Rahelio gets the inbounds. Hands it back off to Trayshawn. Up to the top of the key. A little bit of room for Kyle. Now he finds it. First three of the night. He is second in the state of Iowa with four threes per game. And he hits his first.
If you thought the air ball was going to slow down the sophomore, no chance. He's got it on automatic all night long.
5-0 now Rahelio. Cats are feeling it. He pokes it out of bounds, but it was a good defensive play to hustle in there and try to steal the pass down to the right block to Charlie Fry.
You see number 24, the senior forward, he's just bringing the energy from the moment this game started. He is everywhere. You see him on the ground, they're ripping it away. I still don't know how that's a jump ball.
Lincoln with the basketball, baseline drive underneath the hoop. Turnaround jumper. Damaris Parker gets Lincoln on the board. 5-2. Bobcats on top. Trayshawn Brooks will set up the offense at the top of the key. Under 6 minutes to go, first quarter. Corey Smith dumps it in. Trayshawn, right block. Extra pass to Rahelio. Puts it on the block. And that was enough to get Lincoln in there to disrupt things. Corey Smith comes away with a basketball, though.
Nice hustle work by the senior forward, Corey Smith, with an offensive rebound. Lincoln in man-to-man coverage.
7 on the shot clock. Corey Smith lets it fly. And 3 for the senior on the right wing. Corey Smith, his first made 3 of the season.
He's got that Smith stroke, though. You know it's just a matter of time before he sees one go in.
Bobcats feeling it early from distance, up 8-2. Inside the roundhouse, Hawaiian night. Student session claps on as a runner in the paint is no good by Parks. Bobcats come away with it. Here's Giannetto on the far side script on the right wing. He'll pass it to the top of the key to Trayshawn. Now Corey Smith with a little bit of room. Dumps it inside, left block. Now back out to Rahelio Sarin, near side corner. Over to Kyle Smith. 3, why not? And it's off the back of the iron, no good. And a fast break right here for Parker. Damaris Parker. Gave it up late to Parks. Couldn't convert on the shot, but a rebound down low by Charlie Fry as he averages 7.7 rebounds per game. Putback is good for 2. They cut the lead in half. It's 8-4.
Yeah, Bobcats really bringing the energy all along, but they're going to have to make sure that they get boxed out there on the defensive end.
Good feed by Rahelio Sarin, but the corner pocket 3 is no good by Kyle Smith. Clear out to Parker. Comes up the near side. Crossover inside. Trayshawn stepped in front, got him a little bit off the mark. Layup is no good. Quickly outlet near side. Giannetto slows things down, gives it to Kyle Smith. Now Trayshawn Brooks has it right wing, dribbles to the top of the key. He almost lost it. Gathers it back in now to Rahelio Sarin right wing as he high points the basketball. Barking out some signals right there. Giannetto comes over, catches it. Now to Trayshawn, near side corner. Looking. He'll drive to the free throw line. Lose the basketball. 7 seconds to go on the shot clock. Baseline drive. Puts it up. No foul called as the shot won't go for Sarin. Now up high to Fry. And Fry has to go down to the right block. Turnaround jumper. It's good for 2. Ball was almost over his head, but he gathered it back just in time. It's now a 2-point game. 8-6. Bobcats on top.
Did a really nice job of gathering himself, not being in too much of a rush, and the 6'3 junior able to put it up easily off the glass.
Left wing, Trayshawn Brooks with the basketball. Over to the right wing to Giannetto. Now to Corey Smith. Down near side, wide open, wide on. Threes. An air ball, no good by Rogelio Sarin. Parker will bring it up near side. Swing pass over to left wing. Now drive into the paint. Kyle Smith guarding. They're going to give the bucket to Parks. Count the bucket for 2. We're tied, and to take the lead for Lincoln.
Yeah, that's really nice. So Lincoln's done a great job. Got a 1-2 punch early from a couple threes from the Bobcats, but they did not get restless on the road. They've been able to settle down, be able to get buckets right at the rim for the Bobcats.
Corey Smith, Rogelio Sarin check out. In for the Bobcats, Jacob Thiessen, and finally Lamar Johnson for the first time in a while. We'll see him check into the game. It's tied 8-8. Just a 46% free throw shooter. Free throw is no good by Lionel Parks, but it goes off of Lamar Johnson last. It will be a tied-up ball game at 8-8 apiece. Back to Lincoln Railsplitters. And this one thrown away. Giannetto hustles after it. Gets it to Kyle Smith. Kyle Smith back to Giannetto. Bobcats will slow it down. Good play right there.
Nice job by the senior guard, not rushing anything.
Giannetto drive to left block. Use the right hand. Can't get the shot to go. And a foul will be called as Giannetto draws it. Good drive for the senior from the left wing. Knifing into the left block. And we'll see him go to the free throw line. A 60% free throw shooter so far this season. Parks picks up his first foul of the night. And the free throw, it is going to be good.
Really like Carter Giannetto. Not shot the 3 ball well at all. But instead of being just a 0 on offense, he's now attacking the rim.
And both free throws are good for Giannetto. And the Bobcats back up on top by 2 points, 10-8, 2:37 to go. Opening quarter of play inside the Roundhouse on a Super Tuesday. Great to have you tuned in tonight. I'm Brandon Lewis, Dylan Doze alongside me. Keith Stewart, Jesse DeMeyer on camera. Zach Tomish, our producer on site. Jeff Brooks back at the radio studios. Lincoln with the basketball on the right side. Drive baseline. Giannetto says, give me that basketball. Bounce pass up to Trey on the breakaway. Can't get the shot to go on the left, but Lamar Johnson almost steals it back. But coming away with it is Takai Amos. He'll dribble up to the left wing. Now drives in. Floater, no good. Gets his own rebound. Putback, it's no good. Another putback by Lincoln, no good. Off of Lincoln, out of bounds. Manis Guy off of him. Might be related to Dang Guy. I wasn't able to check with anybody on confirmation, but a 6'4" sophomore built like Dang Guy who transferred from Lincoln. He's now at Roosevelt this year.
Yeah, Dang Guy made quite a few threes, so hopefully we won't see the same here.
Yeah, dang, that guy is good. Giannetto, baseline, left block, and he hangs up. Shot can't go. Amos will dribble it up the far side right in front of the student section. He gets it back. Now drops it left block. Lamar Johnson picks that one away. Feeds it to Kyle Smith, but he didn't know where the basketball was over his head. And Parks brings it back, and a timeout's going to be called. And it looks like Connor Keanu, head coach for Lincoln, calls a timeout. We'll call a timeout as well. 1:27 first quarter. Cats up 10-8 on KFJB-TV.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
It is Galil Joy watching Bobcat basketball on KFJB-TV.
10-8 our score, 1:27 to go in the first quarter. Timeout just called there by the Railsplitters. They have the ball. Our keys to game tonight, Dylan.
Yeah, big thing for the Bobcats. Don't get bored with the boards. Really, the Bobcats are giving up 13 offensive rebounds a game. It's already been an issue here this evening. And then I'll have Fry with that. Charlie Fry, already big offensive boards, has 4 points, but he averages 5 offensive rebounds a game for the Railsplitters. Bobcats have to get him off the glass.
Page with a 3 for Lincoln out of the timeout was no good on the right wing. Bobcats came away with the rebound by Kyle Smith. In the front court, Trayshawn kicks out Kyle Smith. 3, far side, his second of the night. Boy, that sophomore's good.
There's nothing you love more than a shooter than just having the defense collapse, a kick out, and you just have to step into it. It's like you're shooting into the ocean.
The Smith boys with 9 of the Bobcats 13 and an answer back right there by Demarius Parker, one of the few returners off the team last year. Remember him being a little bit of a problem, and right there he gets Lincoln back within 3. Trayshawn over the timeline, flips it to Giannetto. Cats looking for pretty much the last shot of the first quarter here, Dylan.
Yeah, Coach Apple likes to go for one shot. There is about 2.5 seconds difference, but he likes to just shrink the possessions here. You've got Trey with the ball. Look for him to maybe get a drive here and then kick off of his drive.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Kyle Smith. Oh, there's a hold right there. I'm surprised that wasn't a foul. As Sarin got the rebound up to Kyle Smith, missed 3, and no shot able to go as we head to the second quarter. 8 minutes gone. Cats are up 13-10 on KFJB-TV.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
My name's Carter Giannetto, and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
Regional scoreboard update tonight, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Hey, discover what Central State Bank can do for you. Locations and names, State Center and West Des Moines. Dylan, some good action tonight.
Yeah, East Marshall up 15-5 at the end of the first quarter over AGWSR. Ames and Roosevelt really locked in on a close one. Ames up 18-17 at halftime. Nevada 42, Greene County 17. South Hardin 15, Gladbrook Rhinebeck 6 after one quarter. And then South Hamilton 33, West Marshall 23 right before half.
And the biggest win of the night right here inside the Roundhouse earlier as the girls go to 3-4 on the season with a 38-31 win over the Railsplitters. We're underway in the second quarter on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. Bobcats up 13-10. Drive inside, lost on the drive by Parks. Brooks has it up to Giannetto. What were you going to say, Dylan?
Great switch by Rogelio Sarin, able to cut that off.
Kyle Smith, left wing, gets it. Screen from Sarin. Kicks Giannetto, wide open 3. Back of the iron, no good. Sarin flies for the rebound, couldn't get it to go. We saw Lamar Johnson in for just a hot minute earlier. 3. That one came from Gladbrook nearly. And Brooks with a drive in for the right wing down to the right block. He gets the shot off and in, but a foul is called on the floor. It is not going to go. And that will be the second of the night on Parks. That was, we haven't seen a big time 3 like that.
No.
I think that was Mike Mitchell. Was that Mike Mitchell? Yeah, it was in the right wing.
We've seen people a couple years ago against Lincoln. They shot them from everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. Corey Smith, good hesitation, goes up strong, trying to get the foul, does not. But Corey now with 5 in the game.
Love the patience there. Took on some contact, was able to finish well.
15-10, Bobcats on top. Railsplitters in town for the girls-boys doubleheader, and a nice move with the left hand by Charlie Fry. He has 6 of the 12 for Lincoln tonight.
Bobcats have been bringing a second defender on him. Jacob Hayes just too slow on that time and didn't get there in time.
Corey Smith with the ball at the top to Trayshawn. Now we see Jacob Hayes, his first minutes of the night. He did not play on Friday night against Mason City. Back into the lineup for the Bobcats. Trayshawn Brooks, wide out, left him wide open, right wing, splash.
Trey's big point of his game is not the three-point shot, but that doesn't mean he can't hit it. You really have to pick your poison. Do you stand off him so he doesn't drive right past you, or you just give wide-open threes to him? Big hit by the senior.
Approaching the 6-minute mark in the second quarter, Bobcats now up 18-12. A 3 to answer. Can't get it to go. Bobcats go for the rebound. Get beat out by Fry, though, as 2 Bobcats had it hit off them. And now Trayshawn Brooks, as I was looking for that rebound, loses it, puts his head down, but Giannetto's there to pick him up.
That's Fry's third offensive rebound, but it's also second time that Trey's picked his pocket.
Trayshawn with a little bit of poor body language after he lost that. I think he may be a little disappointed in himself. Oh, Giannetto wide open. You got to shoot that three, man. Hesitated. Kyle Smith, he will not hesitate. Three, pops in and out. 5.5 to go inside the roundhouse before halftime. Coast to coast to drive. Trayshawn will commit the foul as Parker takes him to the right block and puts up the shot. It does not go. 2 free throws on the shooting foul. But I feel like Trayshawn probably a little disappointed in himself because I think he's still probably working back a lot of time that he missed, right? I mean, he didn't get all that work in November with that knee injury that he's accustomed to.
Well, you have that offseason, a little bit of that offseason rust in itself. But, yeah, he had been in a brace for a month. Yeah. And so not really doing a whole lot of physical things and now just trying to get his feet back underneath him.
He told me he was shooting, but obviously that's not the same as a game situation and dribbling and all. You know what I mean? That ball control angle. First one no good for Parker, a 57% free throw shooter. Can't get either to go for the Bobcats. Nice rebound. Senior Jacob Thiessen, who has really played really well. 8 points, 6 rebounds off the bench on Friday night. You love what the senior can bring after not playing a year ago. Turnaround jumper from the left high post, no good for Giannetto. Cross-court pass to Corey Smith. Extra one to Kyle Smith. Off the back of the rim, and it's no go. Mike Mitchell with the rebound, brings it up to the left wing. Jacob Hayes will guard. He'll drive down to the right block. Shot's no good. Kyle Smith, he will poke away the rebound. We're under 5 in the second quarter. Kyle Smith, hesitation move, leaves it behind for Corey Smith. Spin move down to the right block, up and under Fry. Oh, good move, just couldn't get it to go, and the Bobcats still hanging on to their 6-point lead.
I'm an old man there. I'd love to see it go off the glass there, give himself best opportunity to make that.
Hanging, scoop and score. Parker doesn't get it to go. 4.5 to go before halftime. Kyle Smith up the far sideline. Gives it near side. Timeout. Coach Apple wants this possession to count with the Cats leading by 6. 4:25 before the break.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
Hey Bobcat Nation, it's Jacob Hayes. You're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
Back inside is, look at that, Dylan. The dancers getting ready for their halftime show here tonight. We saw them during the girls' game. Up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard, it's 18-12. Bobcats just took the timeout behind head coach Mike Apple as they wanted the offensive possession to count here. Probably a good move, right?
Yeah, I think he also wanted the senior, Rogelio Saren's been playing really well and wanted to get him back out there.
Giannetto bounce pass to Saren at the top of the key. Over to Kyle Smith. Now back, and not a good decision right there. Turnover, Bobcats. Mitchell takes it coast to coast. He's got his first bucket of the night.
And that was rough on both ends, and the fact that he had Corey Smith wide open on the back cut, and then he cross-courted and got it picked off.
Corey Smith, floater pass over to Giannetto. Drives down to the right block, hangs in midair, uses a glass like Dylan wants to see. And Giannetto with 4 and a good bucket.
Yeah, that glass is so kind. It makes up for hitting it too hard. You don't have to be perfect with it. The glass is your best friend.
Says the man with mini glasses.
That's right.
Demarius Parker answers for 2. He has 6 in the game.
And really, it's not on the offensive end, a little bit on that defensive end where you can tell that Thiessen hasn't played for a couple years.
Giannetto misses, but the rebound, the putback hangs off the right side of the iron, doesn't fall for Rogelio Saren. Mitchell, 3, splash, gets him back into it here. And Mike Mitchell coming off the bench, he has 5 in the game. He normally averages 7 points per game, so on par for that tonight. Bounce pass near side. Senior with the drive, kick out, Kyle Smith, 3. Boom! His third of the night for Kyle Smith, and give the assist to Jacob Thiessen.
It was a great job of Thiessen driving baseline, avoiding the charge call. He got called for a charge on that same play the other night. Avoiding the charge call and a perfect pass.
2.5 minutes to go, 23-19. And there is a good bucket right there, as that will give him 8 on the night. Demarius Parker answers for 2, and it's back to a 2-point game. Almost a steal by Lincoln. Kick out near side. Thiessen, 3. It's good. And off the bench, another 3. Shooting at 40% from long range. Jacob Thiessen.
He has been a huge surprise for us up here. Just his ability to make shots and take shots has been fantastic.
I've always been impressed by his guarding skills as well.
Well, he's got that. He's 6'3". He's got that length.
There you go. He tips one away. Mike Mitchell would have had an easy shot if he wouldn't have tipped that one, and so good job right there. Feed into Fry. He's triple team down low. Gets a tie up. Oh, boy, I thought that was a jump ball. If any jump ball had to be called. We got 200 of them on Friday night, and we can't buy one here tonight in this game.
Yeah.
And the foul comes in on Kyle Smith. That'll be his first of the night.
Yes, the jump balls were aplenty up in north central Iowa tonight, not so much.
Charlie Fry, a 56% free throw shooter on the season. First one is good.
He looked like an 86% shooter right there. But one thing I really like, the defensive philosophy here tonight, is to bring that second defender when the ball gets into the post. And Bobcats were a little late there getting the foul call, but it's caused some turnovers and made Fry work for it.
And the Pep Band trying to do their best to throw off Charlie Fry, but he is cool, calm, and collected, drops in both. And Fry has 8 in the game, and it's 26-23. Bobcats on top. 90 seconds to go in the first half. Backdoor cut. Found Corey Smith. It was almost poked away. Lamar Johnson goes up strong. Couldn't get the shot to fall, but Lamar Johnson, head of the free throw line, has not made a free throw so far this season. I don't believe he's attempted one either. And so 2 at the line for Lamar, who has really played in only 2 games to this point, as he fell hard against Newton a week and a half ago. And finally back here tonight, and that one's off the back of the iron. No good for Lamar Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson really, he's only 6 feet tall, but pretty springy, really good on the boards, and it was a nice pass by Corey Smith to set him up. See if the junior can make this one here.
And he will. Splits him at the line, so Lamar Johnson now 50% on the season. Bobcats up by 4, 1:23 to go in the game. Railsplitters over the timeline with Demarius Parker. Parker feeds it to Mitchell. Mitchell dribbles out right wing at the top of the key. It's Amos. Amos guarded by Corey Smith. Amos feeds it back to Parker. 15 on the shot clock. Pick up his dribble. Tosses it out left wing. Page skies, grabs it. Now tries to feed it in. It's bounced around. Bobcats come away with it. Under a minute to go now in the roundhouse in the first half. Good defensive possession.
Really good. Hands are really active. Bobcats aren't big inside, but they are long on the perimeter. They do have a few 6'2", 6'3" guys that really are active with their hands.
Giannetto almost loses the basketball. Drives in, free throw line, stop, picks up the dribble, back to Kyle Smith. Cross court, skip pass. Off the front of the iron, no good. Couldn't get to fall for Jacob Thiessen. 25. First half, shot clock is off. Page will hold on to it, and Lincoln looks like they're going to play for the final shot of the first half here. Mitchell, right wing, catches the ball. 12 seconds now. Mitchell goes down to the right block. Shots off the side of the backboard. Fry with the ball back.
He walked.
I think he traveled, yeah. And 3.6 seconds to go before halftime. Bobcats will get one final shot here. You got to speed up the court and find somebody open, right, Dylan?
I'm just putting it in Kyle Smith's hands. No, they're going to go Carter here.
Carter touches it. 2 seconds. Somebody's got to pick it up. Full court shot, and it will be well off the mark. And that will send us to break. 27-23 at halftime as the Bobcats have led throughout. Kyle Smith, he's knocked down 3 threes. And the Cats and the Railsplitters go to break on KFJB-TV.
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include moving in, but life happens and you do the right thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Scouts in Marshalltown go on fun adventures. Scouts learn about the outdoors. Scouts learn character building. Scouts learn citizenship. Scouts learn life skills. Scouts learn to be leaders. Scouts go to fun summer camps, and Scouts get a head start in life. Marshalltown has produced over 200 Eagle Scouts in our over 70-year history and have provided over 1 million hours of service to our community. To learn more about joining Scouting in Marshalltown, go to iascouts.org. Adventure on!
This is Lindsay, Director of the Embers Retirement Community in Marshalltown. The holidays are a very special time at the Embers. We decorate the common areas with beautiful, festive decorations. Our residents personalize their apartments with their own decorations too. Family members from around the area and the country come to visit their loved ones. It's a fun time of the year, full of warmth. This time next year, you could be decorating your own apartment. Wishing you a safe and Merry Christmas from the Embers Retirement Community.
KFJB-TV presents the Bobcat Halftime Report.
Bobcats looking to make it 2 in a row, and if they win their one on Friday, that's a winning streak, Dylan.
I love it. Yeah, Bobcats have some games in front of us. We're here in Lincoln. This is a good match team. You see the talent of Lincoln with Parker and with Fry, but the Bobcats have a renewed energy with Trey Brooks in that point guard seat. You're seeing the ball move really crisply, but really what I've been impressed with is the really active hands on defense. There's been a lot of balls knocked away. If they aren't steals, they're at least slowing down that rail splitter offense.
Yeah, that's for sure. Trayshawn did that numerous times. I thought Giannetto also stepped his defensive game up here tonight.
And you saw Jacob Thiessen using that big 6'3" frame to knock some passes away as well.
Kyle Smith, 9 points in the first half. He made 3 threes. Corey Smith, his brother, 5 in that first half. Those are the leading scorers for the Bobcats. 2 and 8 for the Railsplitters, Charlie Fry and Demarius Parker. And the Bobcats have a 27-23 lead at the break. Bobcat ladies got a big win earlier tonight, 38-31 over Lincoln. They're now 3-4 on the season. As Dylan will talk to head coach Brian Murphy of the girls basketball team when we come back. This is halftime on a Super Tuesday on KFJB-TV.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
At Honest Heating and Cooling, they take comfort seriously. Their latest offering? Smart Integrity Monitoring. Combined with an honest maintenance plan, it takes all the guessing out of home comfort. Their technicians take accurate measurements of all the necessary parameters and deliver you the truth about where your home's comfort stands. If you're not measuring, you're just guessing. That's honest. Get a Smart Integrity Monitoring plan and let the Honest team watch over your home's comfort 24/7. Honest Heating and Cooling.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Assured Partners, Power Through Partnership, Boy Scouts of America, Adventure On, Edward Jones, Zach Wall, your financial advisor in Marshalltown, Embers Retirement Community, independent living for active seniors, Honest Heating and Cooling. Let the Honest team watch over your home's comfort 24/7.
Welcome back into the halftime report. I'm here with Bobcat girls head man, Coach Brian Murphy, coming off a 38-31 victory over the Des Moines Railsplitters. Heck of a game here tonight in the Roundhouse.
Yeah, there was a lot to feel good about tonight.
Yes,
for sure.
There was. I really thought tonight you're seeing what you've seen throughout the year. The Bobcat defensive intensity has really been something to see. Ochoa and Martinez combined average for the Railsplitters 26 points a game. Tonight they combined for 9 points. What can you speak to the defensive intensity by the Bobcats?
Coming into the game, we felt really good about our scout, kind of knowing their tendencies, and we really put it on Amara, Tanya, and Kinsley and said, this is what they're going to do. You need to stop them from doing it. I mean, Kinsley Bowie did an absolutely phenomenal job on Ochoa, just denying her the ball, not even letting her get involved in the offense. And then Amara and Tanya really tag-teamed Martinez, held her scoreless in the game. We felt really good about her scout. And then Frankie Long, Julius down below. She's a lot to handle down there. And Frankie did just a phenomenal job in limiting her impact as well.
Yeah, you could see that Julius, 6'3", one of the larger post players. Frankie got beat up a little bit early in that first quarter, but afterwards was able to really hold her own. I'd love to talk a lot about your guard play. It feels like the post play has been a bit of ahead of where the guard play has been at points this year, but I thought Kinsley, Tanya, and Amara played really well tonight.
Absolutely, and we said in the locker room, that was the definition of a team win. We come into this game missing Millie, missing Sydney, so girls are going to have to step up, and I thought every single person that touched the floor did it, and you nailed it right in the head. Tanya, Kinsley, and Amara, those three, they stepped up in a big way, both ends of the floor, and their pressure, both on offense and defense, I thought really, really got us to the point where we needed to be.
And I love, just in the last 30 seconds, to talk a little bit about the freshman point guard. She came in, knocked down a three, and then also had 11 points, but in the end of the game, when the ball was in her hand, she did a nice job with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we joke that every play is kind of a learning opportunity for her where, and I think the thing to recognize is there's a lot more pressure on freshman guards than there are in posts where, there's just a lot more responsibility. And for somebody like Amara who's got the ball in her hands a lot, there's going to be a learning curve. And the thing I will say about her, one of my favorite things about her, that kid is so coachable. She is just a sponge, soaking things up. She's open to her teammates. So, overall, she's been a great kid, a great impact, and we're looking forward to watching her grow.
Congrats on the third win. Friday night we have Fort Dodge. When we come back, we'll have stats and halftime adjustments.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
With over 10,000 cars at our disposal, Jensen Ford...
Hold on. That's not really how we do things at Jensen Ford.
How about, it's never been a better time to buy a brand new...
Yeah, we don't really do that either. When you're ready to buy a car, we'll be ready to help.
Try this. We'll get you in and out faster than a speeding...
We don't do that either. At Jensen Ford, we'll take as much time as you need to find the right vehicle. We're not just moving cars, but we're building relationships.
Oh, maybe more of a... This is where your family buys their vehicles.
There you go. More like that.
Bobcats leading the Railsplitters 27-23 at halftime. Scoreboard update all brought to you by Central State Bank. Dylan, some guys' games starting to come in.
Yeah, we've got a close one late in the game. South Hamilton up on West Marshall 49-44 with 90 seconds left. It looks like BCLUW is not going to pick up their first win. It's halftime. Grundy Center up 63-14. Ames 27, Des Moines Roosevelt 25 with a minute to go in the third. At halftime, East Marshall almost doubling up AGWSR 30-16. And 6 minutes to go in the third. Southeast Polk 33, Dowling 22, South Hardin 26, Gladbrook Rhinebeck 19.
All right. Key to the second half real quick.
It's really going to come down to, I'd like to see defensively, got to keep Fry off the glass. Offensively, I'd love to see Kyle and others, they've made some threes, take it off the bounce, try to get that easy bucket at the rack.
Second half starts next right here on KFJB-TV.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
What up, Bobcat Nation? This is Jose Vargas, and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
Bobcats will get the basketball to start off the second half, leading 27-23 as Corey Smith will inbound to Trayshawn Brooks. Welcome back inside the Roundhouse. Brandon Lewis, Dylan Dose alongside me here tonight as Bobcats with the basketball at the right high post. Trayshawn Brooks in the paint, kick out to Giannetto. Foul came in on the floor. We've had plenty of those tonight.
Yes, definitely have. I absolutely love when the Bobcats, they used to do it with Prince Jala a lot, getting it to a ball handler at the free throw line and just a quick turn and take it to the rack. Great job by Trey.
How about this? Mike Mitchell, I thought he played really well in the first half. He gets the start in the second half for the Lincoln Railsplitters as Giannetto knifes in down to the left block, hangs one off the back of the glass and drops it in for two. 29-23. Bobcats good start to the second half right there by Giannetto.
I love his aggressiveness to the rack.
Parks in the paint, and the floater can't get it to go. Here comes Trayshawn Brooks. He got the outlet pass up the near side. Goes to the right wing at the top of the key. Crossover at the free throw line. Kicks back out. Kyle Smith off the right side of the iron. Clears out to the left. Mike Mitchell quickly with the rebound up to the right wing. Hesitates, drops it into Fry off the glass, draw the foul. Boy, that was a good play right there. Mitchell, a good heads-up player. He might be earning himself some more playing time because he is quick and very decisive, and he can let it fly and just does a lot of really nice things as Fry put in the bucket. He's got 10, looking to make it 11 with the free throw.
Yeah, Mitchell with a high basketball IQ. I don't know if the Bobcats can really help off of Fry because he's just too big and too good in the post.
Charlie Fry misses the free throw, 29-25, 4-point game. Giannetto drops it in to Trayshawn Brooks on the baseline. 13-foot jumper, left side. Good shot right there by Trayshawn, 5 in the game.
We saw this Friday night up in Mason City. Trey was all about getting his teammates involved in the first half. In the second half, far more aggressive with his shot.
Turnover, Lincoln back to the Cats, 31-25. Ball went into the Lincoln bench. Trayshawn Brooks will get the ball as he'll trot up over the Bobcat logo at midcourt. Over to Giannetto left wing. Back to Trayshawn Brooks. Kick out, Kyle Smith. Can't get that three to go. Mike Mitchell with the clear out.
I love the pass first mentality, but I thought Trey had a reverse layup right there.
Yeah, I did too, right underneath the bucket. Drive down to the right block, shots high off the glass. Rogelio Sarin hauls in the rebound. Gets it to Corey Smith up the far side. Now to Kyle Smith. Dribbles out of the corner on the far side. Bobcats reverse the basketball. Giannetto hanging in midair. Had his one swiped away by Charlie Fry. A little block shot. Breakaway coast to coast. And boy, they call a reach in on Kyle Smith. That was quick right there as Demarius Parker was bringing it up court. Shot does not count. And the ball baseline left side. Second foul. They call it on Rogelio. I did not see that.
Yeah, I didn't either. It ended up working out in the Bobcats' favor.
Fry almost had it knocked away, but he gathers it back and beats Rogelio Sarin for two, 31-27.
He's 6'2", but he plays a lot bigger than 6'2" in Fry. He's just been really decisive around the rim and a walk.
Yeah, Corey Smith with a travel there on the right wing and a turnover. Bobcats, 5:22 to go, third quarter. Bobcats up by 4, but danger territory right here, right?
It feels like a lot of empty possessions on the offensive end.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Feeling like we're settling for threes instead of attacking the glass.
And too many forced turnovers, not resulting in points on the other end as well. Kyle Smith gets beat, knocked to the ground by Charlie Fry. And Fry, quick 6 points out of the halftime gate. He's got 14.
Yeah, and that's where Kyle just kind of body up. He tried to get bailed out with a flop. You just got to be strong with it.
Wide open look, good feed from Trayshawn, and his 4th three of the night. It's good for Kyle Smith. 12 in the game.
Huge shot by the sophomore.
Ooh. Trayshawn Brooks almost forced a turnover. Now he commits a foul. Fry spun in the middle of the paint, and Trayshawn was right there trying to get the basketball back. And the foul will come in on the senior. That is his 3rd of the night. We'll see him in the 4th quarter.
I think they need to play with Trey a little bit now.
No, I hear you. I was just sometimes we see guys disappear with 3.
Yeah, I thought you may have saw something at the scores table. I did not. But I do think that's you have to make Fry catch it up by that free throw line. Good job by Sarin. Just a little bit late with the help.
Fry 4 of 5 as he makes both free throws right there. He's had a big night, 16 to lead Lincoln. Averages 15 a game. Bobcats in the front court. 4:15 to go in the 3rd. Trayshawn drives into the paint, kicks late. Rahelio Sarin hesitates. His shot's off the iron, but a good offensive rebound by Corey Smith. Over to Giannetto, far side corner. Now to Trayshawn Brooks, left wing. Bobcats will settle down and make the possession count with 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. And Trayshawn kicked it to the right block. Corey Smith was wide open, got the feed, but a foul comes in on Lincoln. Reach-in foul is going to be the 1st of the night on Charlie Fry. Inbounds to Rahelio Sarin, hand off to Trayshawn Brooks. Over to Giannetto, right wing. Dribbles behind his back up to the top of the key, hesitates, pulls up, right around the free throw line. It's no good, left side. And the rebound brought in by Lincoln. Out to Demarius Parker. Drives down to the right block, count the bucket off the glass for 2. And Parker has his first bucket of the second half, 10 in the game.
Well, we said in the pregame that this team is led by 2 juniors, and it really is Parker and Fry. They have 26 of the Lincoln Railsplitters 33 points.
Fry with the rebound after the Trayshawn Brooks missed 3. It's a 1-point game inside the roundhouse. Near side corner. Drop it in down low. They were trying to go for Fry. Picked away by Kyle Smith. He'll take it up himself. Near side, right for the scorer's table. Over to Giannetto, left wing. Now back to Kyle Smith. Looking over to Rahelio Sarin. And Trayshawn Brooks, he'll decide to pull up. Splash! That one's good. Trayshawn Brooks, another jumper on the baseline. He likes that.
Yeah, in the 3rd quarter, they've been looking to get it straight to Trey in the extended block right in that mid-range game. Really good offensive sets to really bolster the things that Trey does well.
Giannetto almost poked one away from Quilty. Lincoln keeps it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Mitchell, far side, out high. Parks down to the right side of the paint. Floater's no good. Bobcat rebound. Rahelio Sarin hands off to Trayshawn Brooks. Another empty possession for the Rails right there with good defense for the Cats.
And the Bobcats are doing a pretty good job on that defensive boards, much better than they have in the recent games to start this year.
Going for his 5th made 3 of the night. Couldn't get it to go. Corey Smith tried for the rebound after the Kyle Smith missed 3. Little Euro step by Parker for 2. And it's back to 1, 36-35. Bobcats leading just by 1. Timeout on the floor, 1:47 to go, 3rd quarter.
This is Brady from Legends American Grill. The holiday season is upon us, and it's time to book your company or family get-togethers today. Legends has 2 private party rooms available to help ease with the stress and make your party a success. We even offer party package deals and banquet options to help with your planning process. Call Legends at 641-752-1237 and book your party today. Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse.
Hey Bobcat Nation, this is Kyle Smith. You're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
Third quarter action up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. Railsplitters working themselves back into this game, 36-35. Really, it's been Fry and Parker, and they've been attacking the Cats in the paint.
Yeah, is Fry's getting it more from that traditional post player, getting it back to the basket, while Parker is just taking it right through the lane, cutting the Bobcats defense, slicing it up.
Wide open look near side. Thiessen's three is off the mark, and that one last touch down low as Manisky just checked back into the game. And so the sophomore, it's off of him. Bobcat basketball.
Sometimes when you miss, you want to miss really badly to throw the defense off.
Inside, Lamar Johnson puts up the shot. He's had limited minutes as he works his way back from a tough fall against the Newton Cardinals. Draws the foul. Good job right there. Bryce Page. That's one thing that the Bobcats are missing is that inside physical presence. I mean, Rogelio Sarin can't do it himself.
No, and that's really about the post player that we play. Even Jacob Hayes playing some off the bench. He's another 6'2", 6'3" body, but he's a wing player. All the 6'3" players out there are all wings. Lamar Johnson right at 6 foot, maybe a little bit under, is the only one else bringing the wood.
Second free throw, no good. So the Bobcats, 1 of 4 right there for Lamar Johnson tonight at the stripe. Mitchell tries to give the lead to Lincoln, but his three is off the mark from the left wing. Giannetto up court. Corey Smith with it. Holds on to the basketball at the top of the key. Over to Thiessen. Down back to Corey Smith. He'll drive into the paint. Hangs off the rack. It pops out. Layup. Couldn't get it to go inside. 60 seconds to go, third quarter. Lincoln looking to take the lead, 36-35.
I really like Corey taking it straight on guy because I don't see how he can guard him.
Kyle Smith with pick of the pocket of Parker. Takes it in for the layup, and the Cats are back up by 3. You just had talked about, hopefully, Kyle Smith, not just a three-point shooter. He gets a turnover and an easy layup.
Yeah, using those long arms. He uses that offhand so well in the passing lane. Gets another steal for the sophomore.
Because if he can become almost like that dual threat, right, where not only is he lethal with the three, but he can drive in and either kick or score inside, he becomes so dangerous. Turnover on Lincoln as they travel back to the Bobcats as Trayshawn Brooks is back into the game. Lamar Johnson checks out, and here is that steal. And all the way he'll take it in for Kyle Smith.
Yeah, Kyle Smith, he's made 4 threes a game. He's already got 4 threes here tonight. But, yeah, he's a complete player. 6'3". He can take it off the bounce. I'd love to make him take it to the rack, force the defenders to guard him, not just on the three-point line.
Trayshawn Brooks and the Bobcats will hold for the final shot here in the third quarter, leading 38-35. Screen from Kyle Smith. Trayshawn kicks wide open. The senior can't get it to go, and Carter Giannetto. Lincoln running out of time, can't get a shot off, and we'll go to the fourth quarter with the Bobcats leading 38-35. This is Bobcat basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV. As you walk inside, you know right away the place for fun is Wayward Social. There's always plenty of bowling action, so plan for your next outing to include bowling at Wayward Social. Also, meet your friends for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. You will also absolutely love their daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, including endless pizza by the slice. You choose the toppings. Wayward Social is now open at 11:30 a.m., 7 days a week. Wayward Social on South 6th Street in Marshalltown.
This is Jacob Thiessen. You're watching Bobcat basketball on KFJB-TV.
With the Bobcats leading inside the roundhouse, heading into the final 8 minutes, up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard, 38-35. Let's get a area scoreboard update, all brought to you by Central State Bank.
Right here at the roundhouse earlier tonight, the Bobcat girls 38, Railsplitters 31. Bobcats moved to 3-4. After 3 quarters, East Marshall 40, AGWSR. Michael Jordan, number 23. Nevada 72, Greene County 42. South Hardin 39, Gladbrook Rhinebeck 25. Grundy Center 71, BCLUW 16. That's a final. And South Hamilton 54, West Marshall 47.
Lincoln with the basketball to open up the fourth quarter in their maroon tops and bottoms with gold trim. Bobcats white tops and bottoms, blue numbers, sound line and red. Travel up high by Parks. Turns it over. He was trying to get to Mitchell, and I think a little hesitation with the defense in the area. And a big turnover right there to begin this quarter. And the Bobcats with the back looking to get over the 40-point mark. They're averaging 44 points per game. Trayshawn Brooks just outside the left block goes to work, and he'll throw it away. Mitchell picks him off. And kind of a desperation pass right there by Trayshawn. Got himself backed in there a little bit too close to the basket, I think.
Yeah, Parks, really good defense on the baseline, and then comes down and throws one up off the glass.
His first bucket of the second half. He has 4 in the game. And Lincoln just hanging around. 38-37. They're down by 1 to your Bobcats. Bobcats need a little run to just put this game away, right?
Yeah, it feels like in that first half.
Giannetto draws on 3 on the left wing. No good. Kyle Smith's just got to go, Corey Smith's just got to go up strong with that, right?
Yeah, he had him
3
up.
seconds,
Once you
turnover.
get that person up, you've just got to go right into him and put it off the glass. You've got to force yourself. If you pump fake, you get the guy up, you did your job. Now go into it and get the bucket or get him on the line.
Back to Lincoln. They can take the lead on this possession. They drop it into Fry on the right block. Double team. Now the double team pops off. Lamar swipes at the shot from inside.
That
Bunny's
was
no good for Fry. Now Giannetto in transition, puts it off the glass and in for 2. And Lamar with the initial slap, I believe, and then...
It was Trey. Trey's out there. He was guarding Fry.
Okay, all right. So a timeout going to be called on the floor with 6:24. Bobcats get the bucket from Giannetto, back up by 3 on KFJB-TV.
Some drivers trade cars every year or every other year. Some drive their cars till they drop. Whatever kind of driver you are, Lennox Employees Credit Union is here to get you into the car for your style of driving. You're invited to go to our website, lennoxecu.com, for membership eligibility and loan rates, or call the office to talk to a loan officer. The loan process is quick and easy. Low auto loan rates from Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA.
This is Corey Smith, and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
6:24 to go in the basketball game. 40-37 3-point lead for the Cats.
I want to say you saw Corey Smith there. My phone's blowing up with big Corey Smith fans in Blair, Nebraska tonight.
Oh, really?
So shout out to the Anderson family for watching us in Blair, Nebraska tonight, rooting on Corey from afar.
What's good in Blair? What's the population?
Blair,
I can't imagine as much as 100.
It's about 11,000. Cargill plant a huge truck sales place. It's about 15 miles north of Omaha.
Oh, Omaha. 40-37, 6:15 to go in the basketball game. Lincoln up high with it. Demarius Parker with the basketball. Pass out near side. Mitchell, 3 off the mark, and Trayshawn Brooks skies for the rebound. Brings it in. 6 to go inside the roundhouse. He's Dylan Dose. I'm Brandon Lewis. Great to have you tuned in tonight to our coverage here on News Talk 1230 AM, 93.9 FM, as well as KFJB-TV. Corey Smith, he's got his second 3 of the night. Big one from the senior, making it count. He has 8, and the Bobcats are back up by 7. Dylan, my quick math is impeccable tonight.
You were killing it. Bobcats up 6 right now, and really like the game that Corey Smith has had tonight.
Yeah, 6. Did I say 7 or did I say 6?
We won't say what you said.
Okay, I don't know. I'm off the mark tonight. I drank your water earlier tonight by accident. I don't know what's going on.
It's been a real thing.
It has. Extra passes all over the place. Corey Smith goes in. Kicks it to Trayshawn Brooks out on the far side.
It's the old weave play.
Kyle Smith has his 3 blocked. It hits off of Fry, and picking it up is Parker.
And that's where you'd like to see Kyle just take him off the bounce.
Now Mitchell near side corner. Drops it into Fry, left block. Quilty drives in, kicks out, far side corner. Lincoln almost throws it away. Back to Fry, left block, hesitates, and he's passed, beaten on the move, Rahelio Sarin. Fry with 18 now in the game and a timeout on the floor. 4:37 to go inside the Roundhouse. This is Bobcat basketball. You're watching KFJB TV.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Hi, this is Lamar, and you're watching Bobcat basketball on KFJB-TV.
4:37 to go in the basketball game. It's a 4-point lead. Now my math is impeccable, Dylan.
You got it. I did not think I've had as much confidence as possible in you. I will tell you, you are the best pilot, play-by-play man in the state of Iowa.
Award-winning, some say.
Some would say first place.
Small market TV.
Hey, but number
but
one.
Big market in your heart.
That's right.
43-39, 4:37 to go in the basketball game. Timeout was taken on the floor. Trayshawn Brooks will get the basketball from the inbound pass from Corey Smith. Giannetto into the front court for the Bobcats.
This is where you want to see them be able to take 15, 20 seconds off the shot clock, but more importantly, get a good shot.
Brooks in the paint, kicks out, near side, drive. Right high post, jumper! Feeling it now. Corey Smith with 2 points, or 2 buckets made here in the fourth quarter. He's got 5 in the fourth alone, 10 on the night for the senior.
Really like how he's mixing it up, shooting the three, getting it off the bounce, doing everything with confidence. The senior's having his best offensive night of his career.
Bryce Page drives down near the left block, goes nowhere, has to kick it back out. Top of the key to Demarius Parker. Hawaiian night, student section getting into it here for the Bobcats as we are under 4 minutes to go. A trap out at the right high post. Back to Quilty. Quilty, a desperation three as a shot clock goes off. No good. Giannetto rebound up the far side in front of the student section. Dribbles to the top of the key. Pulls up free throw line, and I don't know what that was. Little floater. Came up way short.
He likes his floater, but usually from about 8 feet out. He tried that one from 12.
Boy, tough break right there for Demarius Parker. His layup goes in and out, and the Bobcats are going to slow it down here. Trayshawn Brooks trots over the center M at midcourt. 3 minutes to go.
Really good defensive intensity by the Bobcats all night long. And
Trayshawn Brooks, 10 foot out, left side. It rings around and falls out. Clear out to Parker. That was a good look. Just couldn't get it. 3 in transition. No go. And Fry knocks it out of bounds off Lincoln. And the Bobcats have it up by 6. 2:45 to go in the game. You get a bucket here. You feel really good about your chances. Again, just putting Lincoln away at some point here tonight.
One thing the Bobcats have done really well here in the fourth quarter is Parker's had a shot, Fry's had a shot, but most of the shots have come from not Charlie Fry, not Demarius Parker. They've come from their role players. Bobcats have done a really good job of putting the hand or making sure the ball isn't in the hands of the number one scorers.
Kyle Smith off a screen. The three was not there. Trayshawn free throw line. Extra pass to Corey Smith. Now he'll roll off of a transition over there with Trayshawn Brooks. Down to the right block to Giannetto. 5 on the shot clock. 4, 3. Trayshawn straight on 3. No good. As Rahelio Sarin, tough effort play. He got the basketball. Didn't have enough time to go up with it. As the Bobcats can't get the shot to go. Leading by 6, 45-39, 2:09 to go. They came back to Lincoln.
We're having some chants out there. We got the Lincoln Railsplitter fans yelling air ball. You got the Bobcat side yelling scoreboard. It's a fun night here in the Roundhouse.
Charlie Fry give and go. Back door. They beat him. Sullivan swore as Quilty missed the shot, but a technical foul because I didn't see who that was. Somebody slapped the backboard.
It was Andre Brooks for slapping the backboard, but it wasn't. That is one of the weirdest technicals I have ever heard in my life. He slapped the backboard to block the ball, though.
Yeah, it wasn't a slap in celebration.
Yeah, it isn't like, hey, I'm dunking with one hand, slapping it with the other. That is a weird rule. That is a weird, what do we want to say?
Well, I don't think that's a weird execution of the rule.
That's what I meant. Yes.
These are big free throws right here for Sullivan Quilty.
And they get the ball. That is...
Yeah, 67% free throw shooter. His first point of the night. Another one to come.
That is inserting yourself into a game and not just being a referee, but making a real crazy call.
Second free throw is good for Quilty, and Lincoln basketball is here down just by 4 now, under 2.
Oh, my goodness.
Bobcats looking to make it 2 in a row after a win on Friday night at Mason City to go back to 2 and 4. It'd be a big win here tonight, Dylan.
Yes, it would. In the closest game they had all year, they were able to pull it out on the road, see if they can do the same at home.
Fry inside left block, has it poked away by Corey Smith, out of bounds in the baseline. Good job right there defensively for the Bobcats to trap Fry. They've done a nice job, help defense.
Every time Fry has put the ball on the ground, bad things has happened. Whenever he has just taken the ball, turned, been patient, he has scored whenever he wants.
Parks down the right side, no good. Off the glass, and the Bobcats come away with a rebound, and Trayshawn Brooks with the basketball over the timeline. 90 seconds to go inside the roundhouse. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. This is Bobcat basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to Marshalltown.org.
What's up, Bobcat Nation? This is Ryan Schmidt, and you're watching Bobcat basketball on KFJB-TV.
Well, the Cardiac Cats going to try to pull it out tonight inside the roundhouse. They have the basketball. 1:30 to go, fourth quarter, up on the Marshalltown Ivy scoreboard. Rails are 2-1, coming off a loss Friday night at Hoover. Bobcats win Friday night at Mason City. These two teams 7-7 overall since 2007. Somebody's getting their 8th of the match.
Yeah, somebody's looking to be the tiebreaker. And interesting enough, Bobcat fans, the 2 wins that Lincoln has on the year, again, are Bobcats' next 2 opponents, Fort Dodge on Friday, and then down at Des Moines East on Tuesday.
Inbound to the backcourt to Trayshawn Brooks. Back to Trayshawn Brooks from Corey Smith. Kyle Smith off of the screen. Trayshawn did not quite find him in time. Now back to the top of the key. Kyle Smith throws one away. Rahelio hits the deck, trying to win it back for the Bobcats. And Lincoln will get the basketball with Demarius Parker.
That was not a good pass by the sophomore.
Rahelio Sarin with great defense knocked it away, but Lincoln gets it back, and Parks gets him back within 2. Left side layup is good. Whew. Lionel Parks hasn't done a whole lot here tonight, but what he has done has mattered. He has 6 in the game.
Yeah, the tip out by the Bobcats on a great knockaway led Parks to have a running start.
Boom! 5th 3 of the night, and it's a big one by Kyle Smith. 3 in transition, no good. Kyle Smith, rebound, huge one. Shot clock is up, and he'll go to the near side to inbound for the Bobcats, as that's just the second foul here in the fourth quarter on Lincoln. So no free throws just yet, but Great job right there by the Bobcats.
Yeah, Kyle Smith, he's worked. That shot has been built in the gym, but that swagger and confidence, you're born with it. That kid is just all confidence, taking a huge shot at the end of the game.
48-43 after that made three by Kyle Smith. 19 seconds to go inside the roundhouse. And that was actually the first on Lincoln, so this is going to be the third now, as they've had to foul quickly on the Bobcats in the backcourt.
This is where one of the weird situations where you want to foul and get them to the line to extend the game, but you've played so clean.
You've got to commit 5 fouls in a row. Yeah, that's a tough. And then, every time this is happening, 1 or 2 seconds is coming off the clock, so now you're down to 17 seconds to go in the game. And a timeout's going to be called by head coach for Lincoln, Connor Chiano.
It's getting a little chippy down there. Trey was talking to the Railsplitters bench. Brynjarson's yelling at Trey to get over here. The last thing we need is another technical, because at 5 points with a technical, it is 2 shots plus the ball in high school. So don't do anything now that can put you in a disadvantage here late in the game.
So 17 seconds to go. And the 5th foul's coming in, so you're drawing up something to get Trayshawn Brooks at the free throw line, right, to make sure he gets the inbound?
Yeah, I think you just feel most confident, not just at the free throw line where Trey was really good late against Mason City, but I think you also just trust him with the ball in his hands. He makes good decisions, he's a really good ball handler. And then Corey Smith is the inbounder. He's made good plays all night long as he daps up some of the middle school and junior high kids there underneath the basket support.
Corey Smith looks to inbound. He will find Kyle Smith, and Kyle Smith will go to the free throw line. That is going to be the 5th foul of the night on the Lincoln Railsplitters. First foul of the night on Sullivan Suarez Quilty. And so Kyle Smith at the line. Coming in to the game is 67% free throw shooter, 6'3" sophomore at the stripe for 2.
That all comes from just the amount of reps, because really that stroke is an 80-85% free throw shooter.
Yeah. And the first one is good. Kyle Smith with his first trip to the line tonight. He has 18 in the game. Second one, a big one. And that puts the Cats up by 7. 3-possession game with just 16 seconds to go. Going to be tough going here for the Railsplitters. Parker gets the inbounds pass. Giannetto reaches in. Bobcats have foul to give. That's not a terrible foul up high.
I love that they pressed, so you're forcing them to take up time, just bring it up, and then get it over half court. Yeah, be aggressive, foul, because that's only a second-team foul. It's a side out.
Fry will get the inbounds pass. Near side corner. I think that one was on the line. It's not a 3. Rahelio Sarin rebound, and Fry commits a foul from behind. And the Bobcats lead him by 7 with 3.7 seconds to go. Rahelio Sarin was fouled right there, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. And you see the student section going crazy as the Bobcats will win their second game in a row, as they'll improve to 2-4 with a victory here tonight.
This season, the oxygen is finally in the lungs after a really poor start. No Trey Brooks really in those first 3 games, and not much of the real Trey Brooks in game number 4. Last 2 games, Bobcats starting to get their swag, starting to get their flow, up 9 with 4 seconds to go.
Rahelio Sarin, 4 points tonight as he makes both free throws. The full court shot will come up short, and the Bobcats win it by 9 at home inside the Roundhouse, 52-43. Just like the ladies did, they won as well, 38-31. Big night for both programs, as Bobcat ladies 1 game away from being back at 500.
Yeah, we have 2 teams that had won a couple games in the Iowa Alliance and the Railsplitters. Bobcats held home court advantage here. over our time, our 4 years together, there have not been a lot of nights where the Bobcats have swept the boy-girl doubleheader. This is a great night for Bobcat basketball.
You see Lincoln there a little bit deflated after this one. I know they probably wanted it real bad, but Bobcats in the end come up with a couple of big shots to get the job done. Did you just see Corey Smith?
No, I did not. Corey had himself a game. He can do what he wants. He can dap up junior high kids. He can do what he wants.
Kyle Smith and Corey Smith, the Smith brothers, making a show here tonight as the Bobcats again win at 52-43. We're headed to the locker room report next right here on KFJB-TV.
Ready to take the next step in your education? Look no further. Marshalltown Community College is your ticket to endless opportunities. Our dedicated faculty and diverse programs are your pathway to success. Whether you're pursuing a career in healthcare, industry, or earning your AA degree, MCC offers the flexibility you need. We provide convenient online classes and locations in Marshalltown and Grinnell. Picture yourself thriving at MCC. Your journey begins now. Discover more at MarshalltownCommunityCollege.com.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Pence Appliance, you wouldn't, with an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Pence Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown.
Welcome into the Locker Room Report as fans exit out. The Bobcats, there's Corey Smith. Yeah. He's big win tonight for the Cats on their own floor. They improved to 2-4. Meanwhile, the Railsplitters dropped to 500. They are now at a mark of 2-2. Locker Room Report. All brought to you by Wells Fargo Advisors, 14 East Southridge Road in Marshalltown. I'm Brandon Lewis, Dylan Dose alongside me here tonight. 19 points for Kyle Smith, the sophomore. I know you kind of stressed a little bit, not wanting him to just be a pure three-point shooter, but boy, he is. He made 5 here tonight, and then late, he kind of made a difference, obviously, with that defense, and then he had a breakaway layup off a steal, so really good night for him. And then Corey Smith finished with 10, so the Smith brothers doing a lot of work here tonight.
Oh, my goodness. Kyle Smith, and the only reason that I really stress, hey, take it off the bounce, is because he is extremely special.
Yeah.
You see it as just as a three-point shooter, he's 19 points tonight. He's been really, really good. So we only stress that because I think the sky's the limit for this kid.
Yeah.
Corey Smith did a really nice job. He's been good with all the intangibles all year long, but tonight he kind of put it together on the offensive end, hit a couple threes, was able to get into the lane, get a couple buckets as well. So I thought the Smith brothers with 29 huge points, but beyond that, I thought they played really well defensively and both helped out on that defensive glass.
Rogelio Sarin with 4, Trishan with 7, Jacob Thiessen with 3, and Carter Giannetto 8. I know Carter had 9 the other night against Mason City. I feel like he's really starting now to get a little bit more in a rhythm for the Cats.
What I've loved about the last 2 games for Carter, that for whatever reason, he's a very good shooter, has been forever, and the 3 has not fallen for him whatsoever. But he has found over the last 2 games, how am I going to continue to have impact on this game? And he's been far more aggressive getting to the rack. So big win for the senior guard.
Tonight, Charlie Fry leads the Lincoln Railsplitters with 18, 5 for Mike Mitchell off the bench, 12 for Demarius Parker, 6 for Lionel Parks, and Sullivan Quilty with 2 points for the Railsplitters. 52-43, Bobcats win it inside the Roundhouse. You're locked in to the Locker Room Report right here on KFJB-TV.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, turns out relaxation is overrated and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Jensen Ford, with you every mile along the way. Legends American Grill, Marshalltown Steakhouse. Lennox Employees Credit Union, LennoxECU.com. Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown, more than ever. Marshalltown Community College, a step in the right direction.
Welcome back inside the Marshalltown Roundhouse. Time to get a scoreboard update, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Discover what Central State Bank can do for you. Locations in Ames State Center and in West Des Moines.
Well, here in Marshall County, East Marshall defeats AGWSR 52-31. West Marshall falls to South Hamilton 54-47. Southeast Polk was up 11 on Dowling at halftime. Dowling comes back and wins 54-49. Ames, probably the favorite to win the Iowa Alliance North, defeats Roosevelt tonight by 11, 43-32.
Wow.
And the big one, Urbandale and Waukee are headed to overtime as they are tied at 53.
Awesome. That scoreboard update again, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Now time to name our player of the game, all brought to you by Calvin Rocket Bar and Grill in Marshalltown. Visit Calvin Rocket Bar and Grill pre or post game.
Yeah, the senior Swiss Army knife, Corey Smith, had 10 points offensively, but really defensively he was quite good. Moved the ball well on offense as well. Really a standout performance, I thought, in every aspect of the game for the senior.
Yeah, he really did a nice job. I mean, it's one of those nights where I feel like his role and like Rogelio Sarin, of those two, they're asked to do a little bit more different stuff each and every night than they do from game to game, versus, a guy like Kyle Smith who is, he's looking for that kick out and that big shot.
What I would say, Rogelio and Corey, every game are asked to do the things that don't always show up on the stats.
Yeah.
All right, guard people that are a lot bigger than you. Fight like the Dickens to keep them off the glass. When you get a garbage bucket, make it. But when you look at the stats, it's not going to be usually just eye-popping. While you get somebody like Trey or you get specifically Kyle Smith this year, where the point totals are going to be huge. It really shows the testament of the character and the team chemistry to have that output every night from Corey and Rogelio.
Yeah, that is well said. Bobcat Player of the Game, again, all brought to you by Calvin Rocket Bar and Grill. They award a free handheld to the Bobcat Player of the Game. When we come back, we'll talk to Coach Apple. Victorious Knights at home inside the Roundhouse on KFJB-TV.
Hey Bobcats, this is Garrett with Calvin Rocket. I'm happy to partner up with KFJB and continue the tradition of Bobcat Player of the Week. Follow us on social media for all your Calvin favorites, news specials, and exciting news that's coming down the road. Stop on in and give us a try. We're open Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10 p.m., and starting September 10th, we'll be open on Sundays for the start of the NFL season. We'll see you at Calvin Rocket, and go Bobcats.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown.
Welcome back inside the Roundhouse here on KFJB-TV. We'll talk to Coach Apple when we come back in just a moment. But our next broadcast coming up on Friday night. It is our doubleheader night. It is the Friday showcase as the Fort Dodge Dodgers will be in town on Friday night as they take on your Marshalltown Bobcats, as the coverage will start at 6 o'clock on Friday night against Fort Dodge. As the Bobcats, there you see it, a Friday showcase here on KFJB-TV. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Get upcoming game alerts. We'll step aside. We'll talk with Coach Apple coming up next right here on KFJB-TV.
When Mike Overton moved to Laurel, Iowa, he had a vision to have a diesel repair shop that would support his growing family and passion for working on diesel engines. Being part of the East Marshall community means ensuring that farmers, truck drivers, and businesses run smoothly. With a large building and state-of-the-art equipment, Laurel Diesel Services is always up for a challenge. When your farm trucks, semis, or other diesel equipment requires maintenance or the occasional repair, take it to Laurel Diesel Services.
As you walk inside, you know right away the place for fun is Wayward Social. There's always plenty of bowling action, so plan for your next outing to include bowling at Wayward Social. Also, meet your friends for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. You will also absolutely love their daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, including endless pizza by the slice. You choose the toppings. Wayward Social is now open at 11:30 a.m., 7 days a week. Wayward Social on South 6th Street in Marshalltown.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to marshalltown.org.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Report here on KFJB-TV. Our post-game chat with Coach Elm brought to you by Laurel Diesel Services, your locally owned qualified diesel mechanics. Bobcats win it at home inside the Roundhouse by a final score 52-43. Bobcats closed it out. Kind of a little cardiac cat action late in this one, but able to finish it off. Kyle Smith hit a big three down the line that really helped you guys out. But, boy, just overall a really hard-fought game. But I thought cohesiveness was a big factor in this one.
Yeah, we were starting to figure some things out offensively. We really didn't shoot it well tonight, but that's a good sign, and give credit to our defense and just how hard we're playing. Yeah. When things aren't going our way offensively, we're still giving ourselves a chance to win the game by just giving effort and getting stops on defense. Yeah, and those stops were at plenty tonight. There was a ton of steals. You'll be adding to that category after tonight for your team. But just the intensity on that end of the floor led to some offense production. I felt like our guys were really locked in on the scout, kind of understanding their offense, what they were trying to run, and we knew, what they wanted to do. And then when it comes to that, it's just a matter of stopping them. We did a great job of that. I thought we rebounded the ball a lot better tonight. They didn't get as many second chance points compared to some of our previous games. So that helped us out a lot too. That's what I was going to jump out is 15 offensive rebounds for Mason City Friday night. But a much better job, and it seemed like he did a couple things. One is we knew Fry, he's a good player, was a good player here tonight, but it seemed that you brought a second guard if he tried to put it down, gave him some trouble. And then can you speak to Rogelio and Corey just battling on the glass? Yeah, that's what it takes. We got to rebound with all of our guys. It can't just be one guy. It's a team effort there, and collectively we have to do a good job of that. And, Roe and Corey, and, I thought Kyle got in there and got a lot of rebounds. He was probably close to 10 rebounds tonight from a guard. That's huge. So just the effort there and being locked in and understanding we need a rebound was huge for us. Kyle Smith, obviously huge in the scoring side of things, but we talked a little bit about Rogelio Sarin and Corey Smith, what they're asked to do. Their role night in and night out seems like it changes a little bit more, but they –
like tonight, again, stepping up to the table. Corey was our player of the game.
Well, I tell you what, Corey probably had his best game this season, and that has nothing to do with how he scored it. He did make some really nice plays, and he was aggressive on offense, but just him being locked in and ready to guard and playing hard, and that's huge for him. Just every play, play hard, play as hard as you can, and give effort. And he's a pretty good basketball player when he's able to do that.
Yeah. And looking at that senior backcourt, you saw Corey did a really wonderful job on all sides. But then you look at Carter Giannetto. The shot, for whatever reason, isn't falling, but he has made a commitment to still being effective offensively by getting to the hoop. And also, Trey Brooks didn't score a lot tonight, but kept the offense moving. What can you say about that senior backcourt?
Yeah, that's huge. Carter was great on defense again, and that's been pretty consistent with that, and his effort's always there. He always continues to play hard. He didn't shoot it great tonight, 3 for 13. You look at Kyle, he's 6 for 16. Trey's 3 for 7. Yep. I mean, we really had a hard time scoring it, but that just shows that their mentality was, hey, we're gonna move on to the next play. We're gonna control what we can. And then, that's getting stops on defense, and we did a nice job of that tonight.
Yeah, 2-4 now on the season. You take on Fort Dodge, and going to have a few days to prepare for that game on Friday, right?
Yeah. So, the focus obviously Wednesday is moving and shifting to Fort Dodge, and we got to be prepared for them. They play hard. They run some zone stuff at you basically the entire game. So it's a little different feel than tonight where Lincoln was, primarily just man.
Mm-hmm. Look forward to that one on the Friday showcase. Thanks for the time tonight, Coach.
Hey, thanks, guys.
All right, that is head coach Mike Apple. Postgame channel brought to you by Laurel Diesel Services. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV. Welcome back into the Locker Room Report here on KFJB-TV. Brandon Lewis with you. Dylan Does one final time as the Bobcats at home win it 52-43, the final score. Well, thanks so much to our staff here tonight and crew on hand. Jeff Brooks, the one and only, back at the KFJB studios. And for our camera guys, Jesse DeMeyer, Keith Stewart, our producer on site, Zach Tomish. For Dylan Does, I'm Brandon Lewis. You've been watching Super Tuesday action. Bobcat ladies and boys both win it right here on KFJB-TV.
Today's game on KFJB-TV was brought to you by Assured Partners, Boy Scouts of America, Edward Jones, Agent Zach Wall, Embers Retirement Community, Honest Heating and Cooling, Jensen Ford, Legends American Grill, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown Community College, McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, Pence Appliance and TV, Wayward Social, Zeno's, Wandering Creek, Wells Fargo Advisors, Laurel Diesel Services, Calvin Rocket, your Marshalltown Hy-Vee, Central State Bank,